Brosplay! So last time I had said that I had a little throat thing. Turns out that was a beginning of a sickness. It always begins that way. I always think, oh, I got a bit of a throat thing. Followed by, I'm so fucking sick, how did I think this wasn't a sickness? I had... have you ever had a fever dream? Like, you know how when when you get sick and the dreams are totally... I mean, dreams are usually fucked up, but they're like really fucked up dreams.
Like different fucked up.
I had the weirdest fucking dream where Dexter, my cat, needed surgery. And I had him at work for some reason. And this girl at work knew what to do. And she... This is the weirdest part.
Oh, I thought that was the weirdest part.
She did surgery on his human penis.
Sorry, what was wrong with him again?
I don't even know. He just needed something to be done with his human penis, which was
impressive in size.
Impressive for a cat. I mean, it was pretty small for a human being, but it was impressive for a cat. And she used standard food safety scissors, and there was blood everywhere. And then she was like really surprised that there was blood, and then I said, well, what did you expect?
Okay, do you want to call these things fever nightmares next time?
That's the thing though, is that it was actually a positive thing, because for some reason I didn't know how to help him, and then she did, and then he was fine. So it was actually a nice thing. I was really happy about it.
He needed a circumcision?
No, I don't know. She like snipped the front of it, and there's blood everywhere, and then I came back and everything was fine.
Okay, well, remind me not to go to your surgeon.
It appears your cat has what we call human penis syndrome. HPS.
I was just gonna say, HPS sounds like a terrifying disease.
Oh, it's a killer. It's a cat killer. Curiosity is second to HPS.
Oh my god. Did it take one of his lives, or no?
I don't know how that works, but...
You're a cat owner. I thought you were supposed to be an expert in this.
Why 9?
9 lives?
Why 9 lives?
That's a good question, because there's 9 holes in golf, maybe?
That
is the worst reasoning I've ever come up with.
Yeah, because there's not always 9 holes in golf.
Well, it's either 9 or 18.
That's true.
Which is just 9 again. See how I did that?
I guess, okay. Okay. Number 1. This game is a treat.
This game is a treat. Playing this game is fun, just tactilely.
It looks satisfying to play.
Well, it's satisfying to play. It's satisfying to play most of the time. It really is frustrating in moments. Like, remember how I was talking about how they give you the ability to jump 20 feet in the air, and then they put certain things fully indoors?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's also really hard to scale buildings. Like, this area is obviously all high rises.
Right.
I can make it.
The voice acting as a concept is so cool, man. Because that guy that was just talking very well may be a little itty bitty dude.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the guy who plays Fred Flintstone weighs like 130 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, people used to actually look over top of him. Because they were expecting somebody taller. Which is like some sort of movie trope. Maybe that was an exaggeration, who knows.
It might have been an exaggeration, but at the same time, it really does make sense. Like, you expect someone who plays Fred Flintstone, of all people, to be a very large man with a huge chest.
No, a little bit of Jackie Gleason. I can't even do that voice, but it's just amazing that you can create... That's probably not technically Gestalt. It's a
Gestalt.
It's a thing that your brain does that fills in the spaces between things. It's why you can do... I don't even have a good example, but you can take a drawing or an image of something, and then... Actually, a logo is probably a good example. Like, you can have a really abstract, single color version of something, and people know what it is. You can remove pieces. You can do like a dot diagram or a drawing using only dots, and a person can still put it all together.
Yeah, and you can use like the same edge for 2 different letters, and people understand very clearly what it's supposed to say still. Frank's
Red Hot. Have you ever looked at that one up close?
No, actually.
I don't know if we should put it on the screen. Anyway, just go look up Frank's Red Hot. The
I put that shit on everything.
The D and the H. Frank's Red Hot. Yeah, the D and the H share a stem. And it's so well put together that most people probably wouldn't even see that. You got explosive barrels right next to them, eh?
Yeah, but it's more fun to shoot them.
Oh, okay, individually, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
You just want to fuck with them.
Well, you actually get firearms experience for shooting things and blowing them up like that.
Okay.
So that you're right. That's probably the best way to go. I noticed that in this game, it's all about millimeters. So sometimes standing on an object, yes, it's all you need.
I probably because I started off with that crazy dick story, but my heart is just racing. It's good.
Crazy dick stories are good for your heartbeat.
Let it be known, kids. If you want a good heart, tell more dick stories. Oh, yes! I remember there was something that I was trying to make a joke about in one of our episodes, and I couldn't remember what I was trying to say, and then we just moved on. We were talking about things you can and can't joke about, and things you can and can't talk about. People with really strong cologne and perfume. It really bothers me, because I'm a little more sensitive to smell than most people are. And there are people I work with that I can smell them before I see them. Like, I know I'm like, oh, that person's here.
Is this like body odor or
no,
perfume?
This is extreme cologne or perfume use. And it's interesting how it's even though it's the service industry, it could very easily be made a point of referring to it as harassment by telling someone you're not allowed to smell a certain way.
So, I don't know about that.
I'm not saying it would. The problem is it would just be a really awkward thing to do. To say, hey,
you smell too much.
You smell, yeah, you have a strong smell.
Please stop smelling as much.
Yeah, and it's interesting how in an office environment you can have someone who has too much perfume or cologne, and it would be inappropriate to say something, but if you fart on them, well, that's inappropriate. And they're really both very similar. They're both, actually, you have more control about how much cologne or perfume you put on than your farts.
You have 100% control over the perfume you put on.
Exactly, unless you have to cut through a Sears every way on the way to work.
Well, even if you're gonna do that, most of those places won't spray you now because they know they'll get sued.
Yeah.
That was narrow.
Ooh, I like that. I like that really awkward pull-up thing he does there.
he just peeks.
Doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Okay, now that I have that extra level of agility, it's gonna be that much easier to get up on these buildings. Sorry, dude.
I'd like to take a closer look at some of these billboards. I think this entire game is meant to be a parody.
Like the advertising and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I actually... Wait.
Like that. What is that?
That is indestructible.
Okay.
I think that's supposed to be kind of like a Nike symbol.
Okay.
It's, yeah, like some sort of abstract advertising.
Do you know what the Nike symbol is? Supposed to be, at least?
The swoosh?
Yeah.
No, actually, I have no idea.
It is an extremely abstract or simplified, which is what abstract is.
Thanks for clarifying, Mitch.
Well, people think abstract means
minimalist.
Not even minimalist, but it's like you don't understand. It's abstract. Like, no, that's not what to abstract. Like the definition. Fuck, this is not an actual definition, but close to the definition would be to simplify. Like you're taking the essence, that's what my teacher used to say, the essence of what it is and simplifying it to still be understood as what it is without all that detail. And it can actually be more difficult than putting all that detail in there.
Oh, absolutely. Abstraction is usually like a challenge.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't realize I was that. Oh.
Like the Obey, the Andre the Giant Obey is a perfect example of abstraction. But the Nike symbol is an abstract wing of the goddess of victory.
One of the wings.
Yeah, well, she's typically depicted with wings spread out that way, and that's a profile of her wing.
Interesting.
Yeah, they paid her $500 to make it, and years later gave her stocks.
Wait, paid who?
The college student who designed it.
Really?
Yeah.
$500.
I think it was something like it was weak. It was like $500, yeah, to do the whole thing. And
I'm sure everyone's heard an advertisement that's been on the radio for like 800 years.
Yeah.
And you know that person did not get paid enough for that advertisement being run from now until the day they die.
I don't know how well McDonald's pays people, but they always sound so fucking chipper.
In the commercials?
Yeah. Like, they sound like so fucking ridiculous.
I hate it. I actually usually hate how chipper they sound on those types of commercials.
McDonald's works for me because I'm a college student.
Well, also don't forget the fact that when you're eating at McDonald's, odds are you probably don't feel 100%.
No.
I'm sure everyone has eaten a McDonald's burger and gone, oh man, I gotta go home. I'm gonna sit down or something. You're not like belting out and I like McDonald's because McDonald's does this and that. No, probably more along the lines of, oh, that was so good, but I just can't move.
And then seconds later, oh, that was so bad.
Why?
The plaza that's opening up just near me is everyone is hiring because they're opening, and I've never seen this before. It says now hiring. Please call.
Call.
Please call.
That's a strange one.
Yeah, I've never seen it like that kind of desperation before.
Yeah, usually it's like send resumes to this email and then never call us back.
Although an interesting tidbit, I guess, about our current generation is my boss when he's hiring, he puts out they'll put out like a billboard, and then he'll say inquire within, and he'll get maybe 2 or 3 advertisements total. And the other day he decided to do an email blast and say apply within or by email, and he got 13 in the first hour.
It's a better selection.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We ended up hiring more people than he normally gets in resumes total.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess if you only have 3 options and you need a handful of people.
Yeah, and it's amazing how many like and then people sent. I didn't even pick up on this until somebody asked me. I saw them. It was a photograph of their resume, and then someone was like, "Why didn't they just send them the resume?"
Yeah, like if you've made a digital copy of it, I'm sure it was printed out.
It was probably printed out. Yeah, that would have been a lot easier.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe I can't make it up here. Oh, right, there's a railing. The millimeters in this game make all the difference.
The millimeters. Oh, this is unfortunate. Why would they put this here? Ooh, blow yourself up.
Okay, or I was just gonna try and put this on top of here.
Okay. Oh, that makes me nervous. The sound of that propane tank is fantastic.
Rolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is goofy. This is funny, though.
I've done this before, though. You just stack objects until they get high enough. No. Ah! That is the absolute tip top of my jump. But I can go this way. People are probably like, there's a fucking other building, you idiot. Yeah, look how easy that was.
Yeah, well, people be like, whatever.
People should just know that it is so much easier to watch from home. Even when I watch from home, I'm like, oh my god, Derek, you fucking moron. Like, it's right there. I can see it on the screen.
Thank you for joining us.
That was an interesting note to end on.
Yeah, I didn't really know where to go, and we're already like almost 15 minutes.
No, we definitely needed to end it. I just love how the last thing I did was call myself a fucking idiot.